San Francisco, a city that has always danced on the edge of brilliance and chaos, where breathtaking views collide with the stark realities of urban life. It's a place that embodies paradox, a vibrant tapestry woven from threads of innovation, counterculture, and creativity. Yet beneath that beautiful facade lies a complex narrative of contradictions, a city that has managed to balance its chaotic spirit with a certain kind of contained energy. But lately, that balance feels like it's slipping away, unraveling into something much darker. Let's take a moment to reflect on how we got here. For decades, San Francisco thrived in what could be called a state of stable incohesion. The city was a melting pot of ideas and lifestyles, where the creative and the chaotic coexisted in a delicate dance. Sure, there were drugs, there were wild parties, and there was a counterculture that pushed against the norms, but these elements were often confined to specific neighborhoods or time frames. It was a contained chaos, manageable, almost like a wild garden that, while untamed, still had its boundaries. But then, around 2020, something shifted. The pandemic didn't just change how we lived, it altered the very fabric of the city's energy. It's as if the universe decided to pull back the curtain and expose the raw, unfiltered chaos lurking beneath the surface. What was once a contained ecosystem began to spill over, infiltrating every corner of the city. The streets that once held a semblance of order became chaotic battlegrounds, where addiction, violence, and despair took center stage. And then came the tragic murder of Mike Lee, the Cash App founder. His death wasn't just a loss of a visionary, it was a jarring wake-up call. It shattered the illusion of safety and stability that many held onto, exposing the fragility of the city's energetic balance. The randomness and brutality of his murder felt like a breach in the city's defenses, a signal that something much deeper was unraveling. So, what's happening here? To understand San Francisco's transformation, we need to dive into its energetic dynamics. Cities are like living organisms. They have energy fields shaped by the emotions, actions, and intentions of their inhabitants. For a long time, San Francisco's energy field was one of low-vibration containment. Chaos existed, yes, but it was controlled chaos, contained within specific boundaries. But when that containment fails, energy spirals out of control. Let's break it down. First, we saw the loss of anchors. The vibrant cultural scenes, the sense of community, the entrepreneurial spirit that once defined the city began to erode. With these anchors gone, there was little to counterbalance the low-frequency behaviors that started to dominate the streets. The creative energy that once fueled the city began to fade, leaving behind a vacuum filled with despair. Then we witnessed the amplification of low vibrations. Activities like methamphetamine and fentanyl use, which had already been prevalent, began to expand unchecked. These behaviors not only harm individuals, but also lower the collective energy of the spaces where they occur. It's like a dark cloud settling over the city, suffocating the light that once shone brightly. And here's where it gets even more troubling. Feedback loops. The city entered a self-reinforcing cycle. Low-frequency activities attracted more of the same, creating an environment where negative energy clustered and amplified. It became a vortex, pulling everything into its chaotic embrace, making it harder for anyone to escape. Now, we find ourselves in a city caught in a state of energetic instability. The chaos is no longer confined or predictable. Random acts of violence, like the murder of Mike Lee, are just symptoms of a much deeper issue. The city's energy field has become fragmented, unable to sustain even the fragile balance it once had. What's striking is the absence of a clear path back to stability. Harm reduction strategies, while well-intentioned, often address symptoms rather than root causes. They manage the fallout of low-vibration activities without tackling the energetic imbalances that perpetuate them. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a gaping wound, hoping it will heal itself. So, how do we move forward? If San Francisco is to recover, we must address its energetic dynamics at their core. This means more than just policy changes or infrastructure upgrades. It requires a fundamental shift in how we manage our collective energy. First, we need to re-establish anchors. The city must invest in art and culture, foster community-driven initiatives, and create spaces that inspire creativity and connection. Imagine revitalizing neighborhoods with murals, music, and community gardens. These aren't just aesthetic choices. They're essential for rebuilding the city's vibrational resonance. Next, we need energetic cleansing. Certain areas have become hotspots for low-frequency activities, and they need targeted interventions. This isn't just about increased policing or harm reduction. It's about intentional efforts to raise vibrational resonance. Think sound healing installations, green spaces, or community-driven revitalization projects. Let's transform those dark corners into beacons of hope. Finally, we must cultivate collective awareness of the city's energy dynamics. San Francisco has long been a hub of innovation. Imagine if we applied that innovation to understanding and managing our energetic field. What if we brought together artists, scientists, and community leaders to explore new ways of fostering positive energy? The potential is limitless. San Francisco's story is far from over. Its current state, while dire, presents an opportunity. The descent into madness is a wake-up call, a chance to reimagine how we understand and manage urban energy dynamics. By addressing the root causes of instability and investing in vibrational renewal, San Francisco could not only recover, but also become a model for cities worldwide navigating their own energetic challenges. So, the question remains, will San Francisco rise to the occasion, or will it continue to spiral into chaos? The choice is ours, and the time to act is now.